Hi everyone, this is Humberto Palladino. I'm a board certified here at TopAesthetics. So today we're going to be over the frequently asked questions, and this section today is activity after surgery. So a very common question is, when can I return to work? All depends on what type of work do you do and what procedures you have performed. But in general, you can think this way. If you have one procedure performed, 1 week. 2 procedures, 2 weeks. More than 2 procedures, 3 weeks or 4 weeks, depending on the procedure that you have to perform. And if you're doing an office job, if you're doing a very demanding job or a very physical job, like a waitress or something that requires a lot of movement, then my advice to you is duplicate that time. More or less, if you're 1 week, then do 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and so forth. That's an easy way to think about that. And that is coming back to work or doing a regular job activity or driving or things like that. When you're talking about exercise, for example, which is another common question, then usually thinking about 6 to 8 weeks. In about that time, you can start, you're recovering enough to have your body go over the exercise mode and then do it in a progressive way, because you don't want, you want to have problems with scarring, you don't want to have problems with fluid collections, you don't want to have problems with infections or hematomas or things that can happen if you do that sooner than that, 6 to 8 weeks. And the other common question is the sexual activity, intimacy. So I think it's important that you take that almost like if it's exercise. You can start perhaps at 2-3 weeks depending on the procedure that you have performed, but remember also to do it in a progressive way. And I always say, you can start after 2 weeks, you can start doing things in the limits of pain. So if it doesn't hurt, you can do it. So progressively start your activity levels. Usually by 4 or 6 months after surgery, you should be doing everything you were doing before.